What's up? What's up? What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right. I said Mo news. M-O news. Let me say that again. M-O news that you can use. And here we are, Saturday Sit Down with your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. Give it up. Oh, yeah. We on Saturday morning, man. We done made it through another week, man. And you know what? The beat that you just heard, it was for a reason. Is because I'm upbeat. The music was upbeat. We're upbeat. And let me say this. I think I get it. What? Yeah. I think I get it. And I'm going to share what I get in just a minute. But we're going to go through our formal introductions like we always do. But again, I think I get it. Give it up. And once I share this with you, you're gonna get it as well. And we're going to be able to move on. But with that being said, I would like to give a big shout out and big thank you to all our subscribers and all those that follow us on this channel. So with that being said, I got it. And you probably say, well, I ain't do this here. Well, I have to, because without these individuals and without you, we would not be at 6-point-something thousand subscribers right now. So and give a big shout out to all those that's just subscribed. I just looked at a subscription and we have almost 28 more subscribers. So let's give it up for them as well. Yeah. So with that being said, I got to do this. Give a big thanks to the Cowboy Huddle Podcast, Cowboy Fan 365, We Them Boys, 520 Boys, Queen of Honor by Cowboy Fan Club Mexico, Cowboy Fan Zone 24/7, Guadalajara, Hard Hitters Lifestyle, One Star, One Family. Again, thanks to all these social media groups that takes the time to place our content in their groups. So give it up. Come on now. This is the reason we are where we are. I mean, y'all probably say you do this all the time, but it's well needed. And also, guys, you know what's going on. Like I say, we got an online store on deck, man. We got some apparel, man. I'm telling you what. You know what? This is quality material that we're using, man. I mean, I'm really impressed. This is not no cheap stuff, where you get 5 for $1 t-shirts and things like these are quality t-shirts. Everything, I mean, the leggings is quality, the sneakers are quality, everything is quality, cap, everything. But let's get with this step in style with the Cowboy Huddle new apparel. Represent our Cowboys while supporting the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Great for tailgate parties, home games, as well as away games. Visit all our apparels at www.cowboyshuddleapparel.com. Give it up. Again, thank everybody for that has taken out the time and bought some merchandise of ours. And again, continue to send your pictures in so we can, make you famous right here on the Cowboy Huddle. Remember, this is barbershop talk. This is my opinion versus any other person's opinion. Just like when you go to the barbershop, you got somebody that would say that Green Bay Packers has a better team than us. And you got some people in the barbershop would say Jimmy Johnson wasn't that good. You got some people who say that Deion Sanders wasn't that good. That type of conversation. That's the kind of conversation we have here. So it's all opinionated here, but we do try to give you facts. Anything that we report is more close to facts that we can give. It's nothing that we just do for clickbait. But this is where we are. We're not apologetic for anything that we're saying. It's not politically correct channel. This is where we come together in the Cowboy Huddle and talk cowboy talk. I'm not gonna be here before you long, but I'm finna show you why I think I get it. And I got to get this thing set up first. Let's do what we need to do, and let's stop this and get the thing. But I like I said, guys, I think I get it. And you're probably saying, what did he mean he gets it? Well, I'm gonna let him explain. Okay, let's get into this.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, as I said, I don't think that's pressures or I'm necessarily worried about the talk. I've got a great team. I'm confident in getting something done, confident in the front office here. Yeah, and I don't really think about it, to be honest with you. As I said the first day, I'm under contract right now, so all I need to do is be the best that I can be for my job, um, and this year, and then whatever happens, whether it's in a couple of weeks, whether who knows when it is, if it does happen, um, it'll happen. I'm not worried about that. And as I said, I've got people that are handling that with the front office here, and a lot of confidence in it.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? This is what he said. Give it up for Dak Prescott. And credit goes out to Dallas Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowboys channel that reported that. So this is facts. This is nothing made up. So we got to give the credit to the Dallas Cowboys YouTube channel or the media for reporting. And I got another video that I'm gonna show you later. But the man said that he's under contract. And I think it's you and I, we're making a big deal out of this. We're making the big deal about Dak and his future and what's going to happen, what's going to take place. When Dak said, I'm already under contract, y'all. I'm trusting my team and I'm trusting the organization to do what needs to be done. If it happened, great. If it doesn't happen, it's time to move on. That's the same thing what we do when we go to our jobs. We punch that clock because we know we're under contract. We got a job to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like for where I work right now, we got a contract, a contract negotiation coming up. Well, right now I can't. I can prepare for that, but I still have a job to do. All right. And I think that's what Dak is saying. Dak is saying the same thing. Look, I'm under contract. If they haven't made a move, that's fine. But I have to worry about what I have to do on this field. And congratulations, which I think the Cowboy Hunter podcast has not congratulated Dak Prescott on his new addition, his new daughter. So let's give it up for Dak and his family. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's where we are, man. We've kind of been, banging our head. What are we gonna do with that? If Dak's not worried, we shouldn't be worried. Okay, so that's that's where we are, and that's what we have to go with. So big ups to Dak for being a trooper, getting out there, betting on himself, and doing what he needs to do. So with that being said, a lot's going to have to happen. Um, Mike McCarthy and his offensive team and coordinators, they're going to have to come up with something that's going to put Dak in great positions. And when I say that not only just with the play calling, but along with Dak. Dak going to have to make good choices, make great reads. So this is a connection between Dak Prescott, head coach, and offensive coordinator. That's what it's going to boil down to. So, and I thought about Trey Lance, and I know Trey Lance is going to probably take a lot of these snaps in training camp. And only way for Trey Lance to be good in these training camp, but these preseason games that's coming up. But the only way that Trey Lance is going to be above average is McCarthy is going to have to put him in a position that he can be above average. Mike McCarthy is going to have to call plays that benefits Trey Lance, not Dak Prescott, but benefits Trey Lance. Okay. So, when I coached my quarterback, I had certain quarterbacks that were speedsters and basically wasn't at the IQ level, wasn't as high as one of my quarterbacks that didn't have a lot of speed but had a high IQ. So if I had a speedster running a quarterback, I'm running RPOs. But if I had a high IQ quarterback and he didn't have a lot of speed, I am using more of a tactical, of a more planned, well planned scheme for that quarterback. Like I said, I'll take a high IQ quarterback over a speed quarterback any day. Because basically he got great reads, make great choices, could run the offense by himself without me. And I experienced that with my last championship Pee Wee team. So, I know we're talking about people, different. But again, that's where it all starts. In order for a quarterback to be where he is, it starts when he's young. So that's how we should train up our quarterback. So again, so this is a connection between Dak and the offensive coordinators and everybody on this offensive side of the ball doing their job. That's one thing Mike Leach used to say up there at Texas Tech. May he rest in peace. He's always tell my son and the rest of the team, do your job. Do your job. You can't take plays off. But that's something that Mike McCarthy is going to have to understand along with Dak Prescott. That's why this title is called Dak Prescott Understands the Situation. He said, I'm under contract. So that's where we are. So let's get on into this. I got a barricade where my grandkids can't come in. They keep coming up here today. I got 3 of them here today, all girls. So they're trying to come in. And I think they're going to find a way in, but they want to know what Papa do. Can you hear them? But anyway, so with that being said, let's get off into this training camp, guys. And so we already know there has been a cut. Yeah, there's been a cut. Come to find out, wide receiver Corey Crooms is the Cowboys' first cut of training camp. Says that he was waived to make room for additions of Muhammad and Tony per official release. It's an uncomfortable break for Crooms, who was having a strong camp as an undrafted free agent from Minnesota before he was sidelined by a leg injury. Man. While Crooms impressed on third-team offense, his fate had been sealed for several days in response to Crooms' injury. Cowboys quickly signed undrafted free agent Dante Burnett and Kelvin Harmon. So this is a whopping 12 receivers on the roster. And if you see my subtitle down there, it's also says the competition level is high. When we like that. Man, that's some great competition out there. And and everybody got to be on their A game. Everybody got to be on their A game in order to make this team. So with that being said, it's been told, this story is by Todd Brock from USA Today, Touchdown Wire. Cowboys running back Deuce Vaughn's dealing with a hamstring injury. Bad timing, man. Bad time. So, a 6th round, I don't even go into that. I'm not going to go all into that. But, so it just says by Todd Archer, he said Deuce Vaughn is dealing with a hamstring issue that has kept him off the field the last 2 days. So the injury was unknown as far as how it took place or whatever, but we do know that he is dealing with hamstring issues. Wow, man. Not good timing. Oh, man. This is a tough time because it comes around September. Well, not even September, late August. The cuts will start. And that's going to probably be a problem with anybody that's dealing with injuries. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. But good luck to Deuce Vaughn. But anyway, I want to kind of go over to some of this roster with you guys, man. And kind of when I say the competition level is high, it's very, very high. And starting with this receiving core and knowing that they just brought in, Dante Burnett, and they brought in somebody else, Kelvin Harmon. That's 12 positions, man, on this offense. And, everybody's jockeying for the number 3 spot because we know we got the number 1 and number 2, CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cook. For a receiver right now, basically what he's trying to do is get as many reps as he can. And he's trying to run great reps, great routes. He's trying to memorize the playbook in full detail, but he's also trying to make the big catches. Ryan Flanoy, I think he's dealing with an issue, but he was drafted, so he should be okay. But people like Racy McBath, uh, David Durden, uh, Cam Johnson, Deontay Burnett, um, guys like, you know, even Tyron Billy Johnson. Tyron Billy Johnson is one that's making moves. He's making strides. But again, this is a large receiving core. We could talk about Jalen Cropper, which he's doing pretty good. Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert. Again, Billy Johnson, Cavante Turpin. So out of all these individuals, I'm going to say the two that's actually really stepping up is there's three that's really in the conversation right now. It will be Jalen Brooks, it'll be Cavante Turpin, and it will be I'm gonna tell you, and Tyron Billy Johnson. Those three guys are battling for the number 3 spot. And it's going to be some Jalen Brooks. I like Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks always seems to be a a dependable receiver. He's always there when the ball. But this guy Tyron Billy Johnson, I think he has the most experience as far as when it comes to this competition. Cavante Turpin, we know he already has a position on the kickoff return, but he wants to be implemented in the offense as well. Then we talk about Flournoy. You know, I really hadn't seen much of him, but Jalen Cropper is another one that's battling to try to get some repetition on the field, which we'll see a lot of this in the spring. I mean, in the preseason games, but nothing is guaranteed. I mean, Racy McBath, I like. He's a big kid, but Racy McBath, the thing about that, when it comes to politics, is how often will he be able to get on the field in preseason? See, this is a business, people. And before the preseason games start, it has to start in the practices. He has to get the attention of the receiving coach. Excuse me. And that's the only way he'll get his time on field if he's impressing individuals like Tyron Billy Johnson, like Jalen Brooks. So Racy McBath is one that David Durden, he's another one. Jalen Cropper. So will we see these guys in the on the field in preseason? I don't know. But something to see. Something that we'll have to watch for. Also, let's go into this offensive line. Let me tell you something now. I was gonna go into the video. It's just too much. I'm not gonna spend that much time to try to show video and everything, but which it was by the Dallas Cowboy network. But and I might show it in here in a minute. But Tyler Guyton, I don't know if you've seen it, and I might have to just go ahead and show it to you because some of you guys haven't probably seen it. But matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up. I gotta show it to you because if I don't, let's get this one here, guys. And this is. Let's go and let me see if I can find what we was talking about. And I know it's kind of early, but I maybe I want you guys to see this here. Let's share this. Let's share this video. Let's get into this one here, and I'm going to let you guys see this. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this right here is going to show Tyler going against Micah. And I'm only showing this because, you know, some of you probably hadn't seen it. Wouldn't be right for me not showing this to you. But this is just one of the clips of Tyler Guyton going up against Micah Parsons. And now you're asking a lot. Here he is right here. Try it again, run it again. So basically, all you do, you have Michael Parsons on the right side of the defensive end, and you got Tyler Guyton. I mean, just pushing him out uh, away from Dak. Okay, so again, I was a little leery. I was a little leery about you know Tyler Guyton at first, being just making the transition, But it seems like hey, he's doing a good job, So we can't take that from him. But I'm not going to spend. I just wanted you guys to see that Tyler Guyton is doing a great job right now as far as transitioning from the right side to the left side. And so I got to give him a big ups for his contribution so far. He's been running with the first team. Also, let's talk about Brock Hoffman. Brock Hoffman, give it up for Brock Hoffman. Brock Hoffman is one that I kind of, I was kind of leery about because I know somebody, yeah. But anyway, he was because again, he's never been a starter as far as I know of. But he was his competition was going to be Cooper Beebe. Now on Wednesday night, I don't know why I kept saying on the live stream, I kept saying Beebe Cooper. Did y'all catch that? Yeah, I did. But so his competition is against Cooper Beebe. But right now, Brock Hoffman is running with the first team. So, which again, I don't have no problem with that because I said Cooper Beebe is going to take him some time to be able to run against uh, at this center position. Excuse me, knowing that he's a hell of a guard out of Kansas State. We know that he's a hell of a guard, and that's where he's working also as a backup to Zach Martin, which I've already had said it would be okay as if he's a backup to Zach Martin, in which that's the case. But Cooper Beebe is running with the second team, but he's getting some, and he looks good. Cooper Beebe looks good. And again, big kudos and big props to the coaching staff. My guy, Mike Solari. Mike Solari, give it up. Getting these guys ready. Getting these guys ready and prepared for the season. And again, we have our suspicion, we have our concerns, we have our opinions about when new people come in and play on this front line. So with that, I think that's the only two position is with our two new two new rookies, which I think both of them are doing good. Chuma is getting some reps with first team, so they're swapping out every once in a while between him and Tyler Guyton. TJ Bass, I hadn't seen much of Team TJ Bass, but evidently he's there. Nathan Thomas has been making some pretty good plays. Um, Awesome Richards, he's been getting some plays out there as well. Now when we go to this tight end, man, this is tight ends in another area of where there's a lot of competition. And we know right now Jake Ferguson is our starter. And I don't take anything from Jake Ferguson because he has proven himself. Yeah. Jake Ferguson has proven himself as the starter for the Dallas Cowboys. And he's been impressing ever since he's taken the field. But now here's where the competition starts between John Stevens Jr., Peyton Hendershot, and Preston Fant. Personally, I think Peyton Hendershot has a leg up on the other two due to the fact that he's been with the team for some time now. Okay. Peyton Hendershot is wearing number 89. John Stevens Jr., he's an individual that was shining really, really well last year before he went down with the ACL tear. But he's back. He's wearing the number 81. John Stevens Jr. is wearing number 81. He's doing really, really, he's doing pretty good. And I think he's holding it down. Then you got some other guys. Now, some was looking at Brevin Spanford, leapfrogging John Stevens Jr., but not sure. Then we have Alec Holler. He's another individual. So this tight end position is really, really deep as well. So again, it just depends on what they do in the practices that gives them a shot in preseason. If you're one of these tight ends that basically just not catching on to the plays or running bad routes or missing blocks, you can forget it. And sometimes, it could become political. I hate to say it can become political because we can say Peyton Hendershot because he knows the plays. His name is known with the organization. So even though John Stevens Jr. maybe could have the opportunity, well, could be better than Peyton Hendershot, but if the organization say we won't pay, that could limit John Stevens Jr.'s time. And there's another individual I want to talk about here in just a minute because man, I'm looking for him and I hadn't seen him on the field. So, but anyway, so yeah, that tight end is another big time position where the competition lies. Also, as the second backup quarterback, the second string quarterback. Who is it going to be? Cooper Rush or Trey Lance? Again, like I said, it depends on how the offensive coordinator plans the game for each quarterback or how well the quarterback adjusts or adjust to the offense. That's the telltale sign. Okay. So we got Cooper Rush right now listed as the second quarterback, Trey Lance. And I've been seeing Cooper Rush as far as on these clips and on these in these practices. Cooper Rush has basically been taking more snaps than Trey Lance from what I've seen. Okay. So but we'll see. Now, on to the running back. On to the running back. Another deep uh position, running back. And right now they got Ezekiel Elliott as the starting running back. That's the way it's listed on the roster. But I say that, and I think we're going to keep Zeke. And reason I say that because Zeke is not getting as many reps as these other guys. Okay, Zeke is not getting as many reps as the other guys. So what is that saying? You know, Mike McCarthy said, yeah, we know him. We got to be careful how we, use him. You know, and I know Zeke wants to be out there, but they don't want to risk injuries. So knowing that from what I've seen, Zeke not getting as many reps as these other, because I think this is a interview for all these other running backs. Okay. So that's where the competition is going to lie. Now, again, I know the media has been talking about Royce Freeman and Rico Dowdle, and they're saying Royce Freeman is basically he's a veteran, he knows the game, and he might have a leg up on Rico Dowdle. Again, I do think that is where the competition is going to lie between Royce Freeman and Rico Dowdle. But I sent out a video not long ago about this individual. He's down the list as a running back. But this kid, he's 5'10", 222 pounds. This guy runs hard. This guy is a red zone threat. The guy has breakaway speed. He reminds me a lot of Emmett. He was the same size, 5'10", 222 pounds. Built, the frame is the same. But my sleeper, and I even talk, if you go back to the dark horses, that's where you will see this video. And I put the link so you can see who my dark horses were. I'll put the link down below. But Snoop Conner, give it up. Snoop Conner is one of these kids that I believe that if he get any playing time in preseason, y'all remember, y'all heard it first with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan of Hampton, right here on the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Snoop Conner is going to be the sleeper or your dark horse as a running back for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what they're going to do because you got Hunter Luepke, you got Malik Davis, you got Nathaniel Pete, you got Deuce Vaughn. I really would hate for the Cowboys to rush through this and just pick players. They really have to do their research, and they're really going to have to do some good evaluation. But I'm telling you, Snoop Conner is that guy. He is him. So we'll have to see. But we got to move on. But that's going to be something to see. Rico Dowdle, yeah, I like Rico, and I like Royce. This is what the media's talking about. I don't know about Royce, but I really would like to see Snoop leapfrog Deuce and Royce and compete against Rico and Luke, Hunter Luke. So now, listen, guys, going to this defensive side of the ball. No, let's see how much time I got. I know I've been running, but this is something that needs to be said. But we got to get this episode getting close. Like I said, the title is "The Competition Level is High," and that's what we're talking about. It's a very high competition level at these positions. So we know that Sam Williams is no longer uh, uh, participating in practice. He towards ACL and MCL. So with that being said, we got DeMarcus Lawrence as the starter, which Cowboys corner, it did say the reason we don't know why he was on special team, but it could be because he hasn't earned the credibility through the Cowboys to be a natural starter. And this is the reason he was playing some special teams. And that's one of the reasons that he was injured, because he was playing special team, because his credibility is not really what they want it to be. So we're not just going to hand you the starting role. So we're going to allow you to do this and do that. But at these defensive end right now, man, it looks like they got DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons as the starting defensive end with Marshawn Nealon. Marshawn Nealon is basically really handling his business at the defensive end. He'll swap out with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons will play some linebacker position as well. We have Tyrus Wheat. We have Byron Vaughns. I'm waiting on Byron Vaughns. I don't know. He's wearing number 52. Byron Vaughns is wearing number 52. Byron Vaughns, keep working, brother. Don't you stop. Keep your attitude in check. Work hard. Work hard. Keep your attitude in check. Work hard. Get on the field as much as you possibly can. But whatever you do, keep your emotions in check. It's a business. Just be ready when they call upon you, okay? And wherever they need you to play, that's where you play, son. Okay? You got this. I know you do. But with that, and I say that because they have brought in more defensive end. Al-Qaeda Muhammad, free agent, has been brought in. Darrell Johnson which wears number 51, and I really don't know these guys too well, but I think Al-Qaeda, man, he plays the part. He looks the part anyway. He's a big guy. So these two individuals have been brought in as well, along with Shaka Tony. He's another free agent that has been brought in as a defensive end. So we definitely have brought in some individuals to help at this defensive end area. But I got to get to this point, and I'm going to probably stop at this point here. But this defensive tackle position. Now, people are praising Mozzie, saying that he's taking on the double teams, and they're saying that he's doing good. But then at the same time, it's being reported by another content creator. I can't remember his name. Caviar, I forget anyway. But anyway, with another individual, I'm not gonna call any names, but basically they was there at the practice. Now, the media is saying that he's doing a great job. There's been reports that he's doing a great job, but this individual said, that he's consistently being yelled at. He's consistently being taught up to play the position. He's consistently having to stop to show or tell Mozzie how to play the position. Now, this is just a report. How true it is, I don't know. But from the clips and the films that I've seen, yeah, sometimes he does take on double teams. But that's with the second team. That's with the second team. That's what I'm seeing. First team, I've seen a lot of times that he's getting blew off the line of scrimmage, or they're basically manning up on him and not drawing a double team. And that's what you do not want with your DTs. You need your DTs to draw a double team. If your DT is being able to be manhandled by one player, well, that right there defeats the purpose of being able to stop a run offense. Along with Osa Adigazua, looking at him, these guys they're not Also, I mean, let me say Mozzie. Mozzie is a 300 pounder. He is a 300 pounder. They say 310 now, but I think it's the technique. But I still see him getting pushed out. Not, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I as far as what I'm seeing from Mozzie, I'm not really impressed. But who I am impressed with, to be honest with you, is Justin Rogers. I told you guys once in a previous video that it won't be the individuals that we know that are listed as starters. It will not be them. Again, it will not be Mozzie. It will not be Osa, in which you will see them on the field because of the rotation. You'll see the rotation. But I think you're going to see a lot of reps from these individuals. I think it's going to be Justin Rogers and it's going to be Carl Davis Jr. I think those are going to be your starters. Both of those guys, Justin Rogers is 338 pounds. Carl Davis is 335 pounds. Give it up. Chauncey Golston, I'm watching him. He's being pushed out the hole. Osa, just being pushed out the hole. Mozzie, I don't know. But we're gonna see something different. Denzel Jackson, I don't know. I hadn't really seen much from Denzel, but I've been kind of keeping my eye on him. But yeah, this is where the competition level is very high. These positions. We can go on to the linebackers, which we know what that's all about. I'm just gonna, Maurice, Damone, uh, who else? Overshown. They're all, you know, doing great. Who else is these guys, which we um, are definitely looking forward to seeing. But let's go on to the uh, cornerbacks and the DBs. Josh Butler, I'm definitely giving him a big kudos because he has been playing some great ball right now. I still want to see what happens with Julius Woods, Israel, Nation. Right, they've been getting some plays. Wanye Thomas been getting a lot of plays. Eric Scott is working his way in. Marquise Bell is working his way in. And we know about Trayvon Diggs. We know about I got Deron Bland. So the starters are the starters, the guys that's behind them that we have to figure out and see if they can pull this thing off. So uh, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm gonna let you guys see a little clips from the practice from the Dallas Cowboys. This credit again goes out to them. This is the training camp that they had going on. So I'm going to share this with you guys, and let's see what this looks like. So let's get into it. Let me see if I can bring it up again. Here we go. Let's get into this thing. Bye. See what we got. Let's go. Let's check it out.
So that's going to be one where who.
So now I'm gonna get on to the deal there, but yeah, this is what we got going on. That's my guy. This thing will straighten out here in a minute. Connor, look, Connor, that's the guy. So now this minute, I'm gonna let you guys see this. Hopefully, this thing will straighten out here in a minute, guys. So I know I got a lot of stuff going on. So here we got now right here. That's Justin. Watch Justin. Plug the hole, make him bounce the other way. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Make him bounce, plug that hole, and allow him to make a play, redirect his 5. That is Daxon right there. Here on this end, I can't see who that is. But anyway, but like I'm having here. Let's just get out of here. And but you guys can pull this up when you get a chance and look at more of that. But anyway, but that's what's going on. I spent 40 minutes of your time to let you know where the competition lies, and now you know. So again, when you get a chance, go check out some of these training camps. Big shout out to Dallas Cowboys media for sharing those videos. And if you want to see more video of the Cowboys training camp, I suggest you go there, subscribe to the Dallas Cowboy media channel as well on YouTube as well, and keep up with all the latest that's going on. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to move on and finish my Saturday because there's been a lot going on today. And well, I got a lot going on today, but I really enjoyed taking time to talk with you guys about our Dallas Cowboys. But as I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.